Just entered Disney World.
Yes, where we are. Woo! Been a long time since we've been here. We are looking forward to having some fun. And we're going to be joined by somebody you just might know.
Yeah, so stick around.
Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Stacie.
I'm Tom, and we're RV Texas, y'all.
We are Native Texans and full-time RVers who are all about exploring the great state of Texas and beyond, one campground at a time. We're on a mission to experience life, not just live it, and we're bringing you along for the fun.
2018, we sold our house, our business, and got rid of most everything we owned to hit the road and see America. Our home is a 33-foot RV named Freedom. We installed an extreme solar and lithium setup, so now we can just about live anywhere with our dog Star and our cat Astro.
Every day is a new adventure, so join us as we RV America, y'all. So my first trip to Fort Wilderness Campground was back in 1984, and boy has it grown since then. But I remember the Settlement Trading Post. This is a great little shop for souvenirs and small grocery items, and it's one of two trading posts in the campground these days.
It was my first time, and what really surprised me is how many people were in golf carts. They rent them there at Disney, and a lot of people brought them themselves.
I mean, it is a huge campground, so that makes it easy to get around. Also up here at Settlement, you'll have Crockett's Tavern, which is a bar. And then you've got Trails Inn Buffet, which is a nice buffet. We enjoyed breakfast and all-you-can-eat breakfast there.
Yeah, and the big building up there is where they used to have the Hoop-de-Doo Review, which hasn't been going on.
But hopefully it will be back, because that is a ton of fun, and we actually went there on our honeymoon.
Yeah.
Also here you've got this great little pickup where you can order food online and pick it up to order, and you also can buy your souvenir mugs here at P&J's.
Yeah, we got a lot of refills there, including coffee in the morning.
Really nice. And then sometimes they've also got food trucks up in this area. This is also where you'll find the marina, where you can catch the boat to go to the Magic Kingdom. And sometimes it wasn't running when we were there, but usually they also have a boat that runs to the Wilderness Lodge and the Contemporary, which are two other nearby resorts.
And see, there you can actually rent a fishing boat too if you want to go out fishing for the day.
It's also a great area just to sit and relax. There's a little pseudo beach area. It used to be an actual beach, but you can't get in the water these days, but it's still a nice area to sit and just relax and watch folks out on the water or enjoy a sunset.
Yeah, they actually comb that beach every day, so it's perfectly manicured. Very nice.
Really, really nice. This is a great way to get to the Magic Kingdom. In fact, it is one of the favorite things about staying at Fort Wilderness is the fact that you can just get on a boat and ride directly to the Magic Kingdom.
Oh yeah, to me, the transportation for Disney World is awesome because it's almost like rides without being in the park. And on your off days, you can enjoy just the transportation itself.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. You can see the monorail coming out of the Contemporary Resort. We sailed right under it. And we also went over a road via boat, which is very unique.
Yeah, that's unique.
Coming into the Magic Kingdom, it is always fun to see those first glimpses of Space Mountain and the castle and the ferry boats that take folks to the day-use parking area.
Yeah, this was actually the first day that we went into the parks. And, I mean, I know all of us were extremely excited right now because to see the castle there and Space Mountain, I mean, right now our anticipation is building.
I don't care how old I get. I always feel like a little kid at this point when the boat is pulling up into the Magic Kingdom.
That's for sure.
And there's Grammy Kay!
Hey!
We had a great time. Now, I will say, because of Disney music being everywhere, we were not able to use any of the audio from most of the video that we shot during our trip there, but we want to give a shout out to Mom for joining us. That was a ton of fun. And also you see our friends Deb and Scott there behind her.
Yeah, it was a blast with them as well.
And this is one of the new rides that they're building. This is going to be Tron here in the Magic Kingdom over in Tomorrowland.
Can't wait to try that on our next journey there.
And you cannot beat Magic Kingdom fireworks.
Nope, we're going to let you enjoy.
Now, another great perk of having the boat to ride is those boat rides from the Magic Kingdom in the evenings. And this is passing Wilderness Lodge, where we've also stayed many times. And this is where Grammy stayed during this trip because she's a Disney Vacation Club member, or DVC, and this is her home resort.
If you've never seen that resort, and when you get to Disney, I'd say take a bus and go look at that resort. It is unbelievable.
Stunning. And it's also nice to see the contemporary resort, which you'll see right here. This is another one of the original resorts at Walt Disney World, all lit up at night. Just beautiful.
The monorail goes right through the middle.
It's very cool. And then another perk that we love about the campground is the nightly electrical water pageant. Now, this is a fun little show. It hasn't changed in years, but we always love checking it out.
Yep, neat.
And in September, folks were already decorating for Halloween.
Yeah, this is in a campsite right there in Fort Wilderness.
Now, we talked about the boat transportation. Another great thing is the bus transportation. And you can catch a bus from Fort Wilderness to go to Wilderness Lodge or to any of the parks or Disney Springs. So here we were taking it back to Magic Kingdom. So you have two options of getting to Magic Kingdom directly from Fort Wilderness, which is boat or bus. But it's a great place also to take the bus over and then use it to transfer to a different bus to resort hop to go check out other places around the resort.
Yeah, but for us from Fort Wilderness, you need to take a bus to go to the other three parks other than Magic Kingdom.
Now, here we are at Animal Kingdom, and personally, this is my second favorite park behind Magic Kingdom. I love seeing the animals. It's just a ton of fun. It feels like a world away from everything.
Yeah, and the safari ride here is one of the best ways to do that. You feel like you're right there with the lions. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, this is always one of our favorites. And then these birds, you're in the Animal Kingdom, but they are just hanging out above the sidewalk. I mean, here's the thing about Disney. You gotta know to look around and pay attention because up, down, left, right, you never know what you're gonna see.
Yeah, they're beautiful. They were part of a bird show that we saw later in the day.
But people were walking right under them and not even realizing.
Yeah.
And then Hollywood Studios. Now, they're not doing the major parades when we were there in September of 21, but they were doing cavalcades, which it's like a mini parade. So you still got to see a lot of the characters that way.
It was awesome to be able to see Mickey and Minnie. That's for sure.
Always fun. And then, now Hollywood Studios has changed a ton since we were there.
For sure.
They've added Star Wars and Toy Story Land, which are both amazing.
Incredible. To me, it's put Hollywood Studios right up there as a major park. I captured this at night. Stacie had to go do something, and I was just sitting there, and this storm was coming in, and the lights lit up. This is Toy Story Land as well at night. I just thought it really looked cool, and looked cool with the lightning as well in the background.
And we actually waited out that storm and were able to ride the Slinky Dog roller coaster right before the park shut down.
Strongly recommend that one too.
Now, Epcot had a lot going on when we were there. They had the Food and Wine Festival back in the back of the park, which was a ton of fun.
A lot of good food.
And then Future World was basically completely under construction when we were there, so I think big things are coming to Epcot.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt.
But among the new stuff was Ratatouille, and because we were with Grammy and she's a Disney Vacation Club member, our entire group got an early view of Ratatouille, so that was a huge perk. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, and it's a pretty cool ride. Check it out next time you're there.
And then even Disney Springs has completely different attractions, like this little floating car.
Yeah, I've never seen that before, but yeah, we went over, met some friends at Disney Springs and had lunch.
Another view of the monorail, and this is another one of our favorite ways to get around the resort. Even if you're not staying in a monorail resort, it's fun just to catch it at Epcot or at Magic Kingdom and to take a ride.
Yeah, I mean it's an original. The monorail is one thing that set Disney World apart from other parks, and every time I go, I have to find a way to get on the monorail. I mean, it's to me, it's like a free ride. If you do it on a day that you're not going into the parks, it's like you're getting some attractions anyway.
Absolutely.
There's always plenty to do, even on your off days, if you have off days.
Oh my gosh, and that is one thing we strongly recommend. If you can take some extra days and have days that you don't go into the parks, but you just have time to relax, or maybe take some of the Disney transportation to some of the other resorts and check out the other resorts, or maybe take in the water park if you're into that and the weather's good. There's just so much to do at Disney World. It's
yeah, because we did 14 days.
Yes, we did.
And but we had 10 days of tickets, so we had 4 days to do other things, and this is other things right here. Is these other kinds of transportation, because we love it, and we had to do this.
So this is the Skyliner, and this is new since the last time we were at Walt Disney World, and this was so much fun. Again, a way to get around if you are at Hollywood Studios or Epcot, or if you're staying at one of the nearby resorts to those parks. But you don't have to be staying at those resorts to ride the Skyliner. It's totally free, and it is a fun way to get around within the resort system.
Oh yeah, this one reminds me when I was a kid. We had a sky ride at Astroworld in Houston, and I love that ride. Now this is much bigger and much more comfortable than the sky ride, and it's a free attraction.
It's so fun. And you know, back in the day, Magic Kingdom used to have a sky ride. They no longer have, so it's great to see the Skyliner coming back into Walt Disney World Resort, because you get a bird's eye view.
Yeah, it's really cool. The views around, of course, the grounds at Disney are always so stunning. They do such a great job. I mean, you feel like you're in paradise when you're there. So.
Oh my gosh. And if you've never walked out of the International Walkway, International entrance at Epcot, walked over the boardwalk, taking stuff over there, and then you can keep walking and play some mini golf.
Which is what we do almost every time we go to Disney. We love mini golf. There are multiple courses at Disney,
and they are all unique and all very fun. This is Fantasia Gardens, and we love playing Fantasia Gardens. It's over near the Swan and Dolphin, not far from Boardwalk Resort.
No, a lot of fun, and it was part of our ticket as well. One thing that I think is a great deal is these refillable mugs, and they sell them at the resorts, and they're good at every resort. They're $19.99. Sounds expensive, but if you're staying here a week or more, you know, any resort you go to, you can refill these. And it's not just sodas, it's tea, it's coffee. So in the morning, a lot of mornings we got coffee in ours, and then in the afternoon we'll get tea or Coke. It's been a real good deal for us. We don't have it with us, but we got a popcorn bucket. Now those you buy in the parks, they're $12 if you buy it the first time, and the refills are only $2, and you can take that bucket to any park. When you go in, and get it refilled for $2. That's a pretty good deal too. As long as you do it at the beginning of your deal, then you have popcorn and when you get back to the resort, drinks.
Okay, whether you're staying at Fort Wilderness or you're visiting another area of the Walt Disney World Resort and you come to Fort Wilderness Campground, you need to come to the Tri-Circle D Ranch and take the time to see the beautiful horses and talk to the folks here. We met Bill, who was a wealth of information.
Oh my gosh, Bill's one of the managers here, and I mean, he really gave us just an awesome tour, and we got to meet all the horses and the ponies, and I mean, this place is really, really cool.
Yeah, and all of these horses, they work here at the resort, sometimes in the parks, sometimes in the campground. Just super, super cool, and they take such fantastic care. The last time I was here at Fort Wilderness, they had a different facility, and this one, it was nice, but this one, wow, this is quite the place they have. Top notch, really take care of these animals. And yeah, we saw one of them in the park today. Yes, we did. We were at Magic Kingdom, and he was pulling... he was pulling the trolley. Yeah, a trolley. And then we come here, and here he is, resting for the afternoon. They actually have two locations where you can see horses here at Fort Wilderness. One is right up here near the settlement bus depot, right across from the settlement bus depot. And the other one is on the other end at the outpost, where you can catch the buses to a lot of the parks and things. You definitely got to do it. What fun. Oh yeah, yeah. And there, what was the other thing we got to see in there? Oh, if you come to this one here near the settlement, you got to check out the calliope. They have a calliope from the early 1900s that Walt Disney himself purchased. They used it in the parks. They used it for special events. Now it's just on display to protect it, but there's a button. If you push the button, you will hear the calliope music play. Oh, it's awesome. What a treat. Yeah, it was a treat. It's over 100 years old. Yes. So put this on your list of things to do when you're at Fort Wilderness. Cool. For sure. Make the time. Yeah. Thank you, Bill. And yes, there is wildlife at Fort Wilderness Campground. They're just a bunch of turkeys. You know, I remember back in the day they had peacocks that roamed through the campground, so it's kind of cool to see they still have some fine feathered friends roaming about, and we saw these guys quite a bit during our stay. Yeah, it was really cool. Now, I love Fort Wilderness Campground. Honey, now that you've stayed here, what do you think? Well, it was a bucket list for me. It didn't disappoint. I can't wait to get back. And here is a fun fact for you. Walt Disney World is celebrating their 50th anniversary this year, and so is Fort Wilderness Campground. One of the cast members told us while we were there that the campground actually opened the day before the Magic Kingdom, making it the oldest resort on property, the very first one to open. So I would love to hear your thoughts and memories on Fort Wilderness Campground. Make sure you leave us a comment. So welcome to our campsite here at Fort Wilderness at Walt Disney World. During this video, we've shown you our favorite ways to get around the resort here, all around Walt Disney World. The one other option that you have is you can use your own vehicle. And we know some folks that every day when they wanted to go into a park, they could just drive their vehicle to that park. And right now, and I don't know if this is ongoing or not, but you know, if you're staying on property, you park at the parks for free. So that is an option, but we love taking Disney transportation every time we come. So as you can probably see, our Jeep has not moved since we got here 2 weeks ago. This is Site 531. And this is what Fort Wilderness considers a premium camping loop, meaning that the sites are longer and wider than some of the other loops. We had plenty of space here, and it was easy to get into when we first arrived. We were originally scheduled to be in the 300 loop, but our friends were going to be here at the same time. They were going to be in the 500 loop. And about a week before we arrived, Disney called us and said, hey, we see that your friends are going to be here. Would you like to change to the premium loop and upgrade so that you can be next to them? I'm really glad we did, because the 300 loop would have worked for us. It's right across. We share the same bus stop actually within the campground, but the sites are more narrow and they're not as long. So it's nice to have that extra space. These are full hookup sites, and we are just a short walk up to the transportation, either by boat or bus, that takes us to the Magic Kingdom or to Wilderness Lodge where Mom was staying, or just a short distance, and also the settlement trading post and some restaurants and food trucks. Just a short walk the other way, we've got the Meadows trading post, the swimming pool, and all the things there are to do in the center of the campground. And then we typically catch a bus to go up to the outpost to catch a bus to anywhere else at Walt Disney World where we want to go. This has been absolutely fantastic. Just another great trip to Fort Wilderness. Let me show you a little bit more around our site. Star loves it. For the most part, it's been really quiet, and we have really enjoyed it. On the weekends, it's been a lot busier. We are here in September, so during the week, you can see there's a lot of empty spots. But yeah, we will definitely be back. We absolutely love Fort Wilderness. The comfort stations have been super clean the entire time we've been here. And yeah, it's been a fantastic stay. So we hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit subscribe if you haven't already, so you'll be along for more adventures. Until next time, y'all, safe travels and happy camping. And as they say at Disney, have a magical day. Grammy Kay will be proud of me for that one. Bye.